there's a song in Bollywood, दुश्मन न करे दोस्त ने वो काम किया है.
Taught me not to believe people with blind faith. You can't be treated like a doormat by some people. The betrayal that I faced, I can't believe in friendships anymore.
And we'll pretend as lovers and go.
I don't know when that happened.
No, that was the plan.
So I
A very
really hope we
sensitive
stick
question,
together.
but if they invite you to their wedding, will you go?
After whatever happened, no.
Yeah, so you have always lived with dignity, but Rushali was saying something that broke your heart.
I don't want to talk about it because it's not even true. I think I've learned what no books could have ever taught me.
Shubhi, welcome to Times Network. It's lovely meeting you.
Hi, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Shubhi, I must congratulate you on your appearance in Splitsvilla.
Thank you.
You had a journey of sorts, which was an eye opener to you. And I think it has been a very, very big learning experience to you.
True.
Can
That's
I just
what
directly ask you, what has it taught you?
Uh, so it has actually taught me not to believe people with blind faith. I used to always look at the good side of everything possible, and I literally used to trust people above and beyond everything. And I think I had a very sweet side in me, that I used to have soft corner for everyone who would cross paths with me. And that's what I learned, that you need to draw boundaries in life. You can't be treated like a doormat by some people and still be sweet to them. It's okay to have a good heart, but you need to draw your limitations and boundaries. That's what I understood after doing Splits.
There's a song in Bollywood, दुश्मन न करे दोस्त ने वो काम किया है. Have you heard of that song?
Yeah, of course. It's a famous song because I think a lot of people relate to it.
So it happened the same way with you. You come to Bombay from an IT background. You settle in Bombay. You want to become an actress. You find one very good friend, Rushali, and you all become as thick as thieves. And then what happens?
It's really sad that all of this happened, and we were actually very good friends. Like, I had found a family in her. I would always say that because she was so much like me, even the way she used to talk and everything. I don't understand what went wrong. I still don't know what went wrong. I don't know why all of that happened. But the betrayal that I faced, it actually broke my trust. I mean, I just can't, even if I try a lot, I can't believe in friendships anymore. I can't believe in what a guy says because everything has happened in front of national TV with me. And if you have literally followed the show religiously, you would see that I had nothing but good intentions for everyone who came my way. I had no bad intentions, or I did not even try disrespecting people. But somewhere I feel that I was that nut who was literally being targeted, and yeah, I'm
वो
just
तो बाद में हुआ. We'll come to that. But शुरू में these two, Rushali and Harsh, they both went, you thinking that they are not in love. Had they met before?
no. I'd made them talk on a call.
Hmm.
I'd put the phone on speaker and I made them talk. And I'd asked them also, do you guys want to meet? But I'll have to talk about this again. It's sad that I still have to talk about it. But then Roshali had clearly said that he's your interest. I'm not going to look at him in that way. And then Harsh was like, she's your flatmate. Why should I meet her? Sort of thing. वो जो bro code वाली चीज़ आ जाती है ना. So that is why they never met. They just spoke on call.
And we'll pretend as lovers and go.
I don't know when that happened.
No, that was the plan.
For them, in front of me, they were not about it. I just told them ki have each other's back. And when I say have each other's back, it's about a very dear friend and your love interest. And like, you blindly trust a friend it automatically happens in friendship. Like if Rushali has interest in any guy, I can never see that guy in a certain way. I can't. So that was the trust that I had in her. So even
When was this phone call made?
around 3-4 days before them going to Splits,
And
around
you go
3-4
into
days
the
before.
Splitsvilla thinking that okay, they must be there, but I know
they
they
would have
actually-
each other's back
Yeah.
because Rishali was coming out of a tough time. So I specifically asked her to take care of her on my behalf. But yeah, but what happened, I'd never
But somebody
even
was
in my...
waiting for Ushali outside also, if I'm not wrong. She had kept her ex waiting.
As per what I heard from his side, yeah.
From
Yeah.
whose side?
From the ex side. He's my friend now.
Okay.
And he was my friend even before because we had mutuals. We had a lot of mutuals. Even before I met Rushali, I knew this guy.
But Rushali hadn't told you that he's waiting for her. Had she told you that she has broken off with him?
They told me that they have broken up.
Yeah, because that's what you said earlier, that she was-
a day prior to going to the show, they told me that they broke
She was
up.
going
And
through that phase.
yeah, and she wanted to come out of it. Like, I'll be honest about it. She wanted to come out of it. But then, yeah, she had also told him that I'm gonna come back and make things work. That had happened.
So it was a sort of a rough patch, but they hadn't broken.
अब बोलते हैं ना सुनी सुनाई बातों पे जो बोलना चाहो दोनों का the POV both of them have is different. But the guy clearly told me, and like, yeah, so I've seen screenshots as well. So of course I can't blame a person just like that. If I'm talking with facts.
Is he shattered now?
He's good now. He's okay now. He was shattered as soon as I've come. He was one of the first person who had called me because he was not able to believe it. So now he's okay. Now at least he shows that he's okay and he's doing good. Even he is happy that he got out of, maybe you can call it a fake relationship or relationship which wasn't meant to last. So yeah, he's good now.
What did you see inside?
The moment I went. So,
Till the moment you came out.
so the journey basically, the worst part is my journey was, I was literally stuck in a love triangle because me and Harsh, we were ideal match. And I don't know if people believe it or no, I did not want to be stuck in that. People still feel that I wanted to be a part of that triangle because I didn't have any other friends inside. But why would a person want to be in a situation where you are literally being hurt every day? And you know, the worst part is people think that it's gaining sympathy and like they just don't consider the emotions which a girl can have. And I'm a soft person. My emotions were actually very real. And when I was hurt, I was actually hurt and I was not able to see them together. It was very tough for me. So after I went inside, I think the journey became very toxic for me. I wanted to go back. I did not want to do the show. I was like, I really want to go home because you can't talk to your parents. Then entering as a wild card, all the contestants will not support you. And there were groups made already. And I was like, should I rather focus on the game or should I come out of it? And for me, I wasn't a game person before. For me, what my heart said mattered most to me. And I was still trying to digest the fact that all of this has happened. And it really happened. It wasn't for the sake of camera or anything. So whatever the story that has happened, it really happened with me. And my emotions were literally considered as a fame stunt or a sympathy stunt. And that kept hurting me more. So I was like, what is this world? I had stopped believing in people back then. Now I'm doing fine because now I've become friends with contestants and now I've realized a lot of things in life and I think I've learned what no books could have ever taught me, the experience that I had.
You took aside Harsh and asked him, ये क्या हो रहा है, ये कैसे हुआ?
So that was the only problem, na ki they
Everything is not shown, so I'm asking you something that perhaps we didn't see in detail.
Love Den, only had asked him, but there were cameras. So
That's very brief.
No, I did not. So because I was expecting both of them to come to me and talk to me. They did come, they did talk to me. But that is what they always kept saying ki ho gaya. They were like ki, and then I kept asking ki then you did not think about me. Imagine if I hadn't done the show, how would have I felt? Now there is literally hundreds of audience supporting me, and they told me that Shubhi, you were right. But that time I was just shown that Shubhi is wrong. And I kept thinking, if I wasn't called in the show, how would have I faced it in real? And I tried asking them. They actually came to speak to me the day that I had come. But whatever they said did not make sense to me.
That's all they said, ho gaya.
Yeah, ki ho gaya. We just fell in love.
Hmm.
Yeah. But then later on, I did a show. It's a content creator sort of show with Harsh in Abu Dhabi, and there he told me that we were not in love till the time I entered. So I don't know who to believe, how to believe. Should I believe the Harsh who told me in the show that we are in love, or should I believe the Harsh who told me in Yas Island that we hadn't fallen in love till the time you entered? So I just don't understand, because my equations with him were so much better, but suddenly he again started not giving the respect whenever he would cross paths with me, whenever we would meet, even in success party or anywhere. So I was like, I don't know, should I ever forgive and forget that guy and believe in him, or should I just see what I can believe, like
No
what my gut
pleasantries were
says?
exchanged. No hi, no bye, nothing. Hello in a party.
Not really. I would say a small smile, that's all. Like, just like how
And
you
with
make.
Rushali?
No, nothing at all. We don't talk.
And she left the flat.
Yeah, she left the flat.
The day she came to pick her belongings, you were there?
When she was leaving, I was there. I mean, I was going out with a friend, and I knew that she's going to leave that day, and I knew that probably, I don't know if I'll ever see her again or no. Then Janta Jury and everything happened. But that time, I didn't know if I'll ever see her again. So I was avoiding to come back because I didn't know how to say a goodbye. And because she was very important to me, I could not have not said goodbye to her. So I just avoided the entire situation, and I came back home only by 11:30, 12ish. By that time, she had left. Because I didn't know what to do. My heart said that go and say goodbye to her, wish her luck for future. But somewhere my head was like, Shubhi, now at least you have to put your self-respect first. And because they never treated me the way they should have, I was like, just let it pass. Like, sometimes you just realize that some people come in your life, teach you something, and they just go away from your life. And you have to accept the fact that, okay, I'm never gonna see this girl or this guy ever again, but you have to be okay with it. Not every time your equations can be solved with everyone. So I just accepted it and I just went past it.
You think this romance will last?
Yeah, I have heard that they're gonna get married.
I
And
have also
really
heard the
hope-
same.
Yeah, I really hope it lasts because
And I guess their parents are also okay. This is what I've heard.
Yeah, this
And
is
they are
what I
planning
heard.
perhaps this year or the next year. कुछ रोका वोका engagement यही साल का
Yeah,
कुछ तैयारी चल रही है.
yeah. I think I'll be the happiest if that happens because my heart was broken. I want everything that I've faced to be worth it, and that can only happen if they stick together. So I
A
really
very
hope they
sensitive
stick
question,
together.
but if they invite you to their wedding, will you go?
After whatever happened, no. Even if there was one sincere apology, which, see, even if I apologize to you, only you can say if I mean it or no. If there was one sincere apology where I felt that, okay, these people actually mean it, and after that, perhaps the actions post the apology would have shown me that never happened. Even after the apology, their actions were totally different. I kept hearing things about me. There were no efforts to make everything back to normal. And of course, I'm just alone. I'm one person, and they were two together. They could have done things right, but they did not. So I think I can never forgive and forget that, and I can
You-
always wish them luck, but I can't go to a
You
wedding.
kept hearing things about you means?
As in fellow contestants would tell me that Rishali has perhaps said something about me, about how I used to stay in flat. And you know, when you're a girl, I've always been a person of dignity and integrity. I have really worked hard. I worked hard for my reputation, for my achievements, for my accomplishments, everything.
You have modeled quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've modeled for 4 years.
Yeah.
So,
And now you want to go to movies.
yeah.
OTT as well?
Yeah, of course. Anything that comes my way, anything that is in the entertainment industry, I would be up for it. I want to try my hands in it.
So you should reach out to casting directors, producers, directors.
Yeah, I'm just figuring out my way. It's been hardly 1 year since I've moved to Bombay. I'm still figuring out how Bombay culture works. I'm getting to know how the people of Bombay are, who to trust, who to not trust, the do's and don'ts, and everything that's involved in becoming an actor and the struggle.
Yeah, so you have always lived with dignity, but Rushali was saying something that broke your heart. What was she telling the contestants?
I don't want to talk about it because it's not even true. So why to? It was just a statement made for me, and I just did not like it. And if I talk about it now, people might perhaps think that maybe she was right. I don't want to give any thoughts to people, so I don't want to talk about the statement.
You said
But there
it-
were things that had literally hurt me. I was like, why you are saying that about me? It's not even true. And more than anyone, you know that it's not true.
बोला उसको?
No, I did not. I just heard it. मतलब बोलते ना एक कान से सुना, यहाँ रखा और यहाँ से निकाल दिया.
You said it became toxic for you. Were they getting intimate in front of you, trying to make you jealous, or
In the show, it wasn't about intimacy. In the show, see, it's like I would want you to imagine one of your very close friend and someone who had literally told you to wait for you and to wait for him to come back.
like Harsh?
Yeah, and when you see these two people together, even holding hands or just calling each other names or everything, I was like, this is what Harsh used to tell me. This is what he used to tell me, that I'm going to show the world. My love is going to be seen by the entire world in this show. All of these things. And even for me, I hadn't planned a fake equation with Harsh in the show. I literally had thought that if I go in the show, I'm going to tell people that I've met this guy before in a party and then we had only met twice. So I would have kept everything very organic. I wasn't planning on faking anything with him. But when these two were there in front of me, they never cared. Like, I don't even know how much you will relate to it, but people still tell me that I should have been okay with it, but I could not. I have huge respect for people who can be okay with seeing their dear
Says
friends
who?
and their love interest together.
Says who? That you should be okay with it.
Rishali and Harsh,
But that doesn't hold water. I mean, they will definitely
even
say.
other contestants, people like Shivit, even other contestants.
Mhm.
Yeah, they think that I should have just went
Maybe
past
they
it and
became
I should
friends
have-
with them. So
But I just feel that as a human, you need to respect others' emotion. You can't tell people when they can be okay with something and when they can't be, because you have not stepped in my shoes. You don't know what I was going through. I was literally getting panic and anxiety attacks after the show. I just could not believe it. It was very tough for me. And it wasn't because they had fallen in love. It was because of the way they kept treating me and the way they kept telling me that I should have been okay with it and I am overreacting.
from what I make out from those dialogues which he was telling her, the world, etc., what you said, they were the same dialogues you said that he had told you.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
perhaps a statement made deliberately. I mean, it's 50-50 here. That was it naturally
50-50.
coming, or was it deliberately coming to hurt you?
There were taunts made deliberately for me. That I'm very sure about. Not from Rushali's side, from Harsh's side. He used to make taunts which he knew are going to hit me, and he still used to do it.
Was there a time before they went to the show that when you and Harsh were undergoing a rough patch?
Not really.
Anything like
It was
okay,
the beginning of something. What I and Harsh had, it was the beginning of something. We used to speak, we were doing video calls and everything. We had not gotten into a relationship. So from our side, everything was very organic and new and very happy.
there was
Everything
a very scandalous
happy.
video which was shown in the show of Harsh and you. What was that about?
In the Love Den, that was the time when I just entered. And he literally made me believe that there's nothing going on. The way he was with me, I thought everything that he's saying about him and Rushali is just for the sake of camera. There's nothing going on. And I wanted to believe that because I had the trust in Rushali. More than Harsh, I had the trust in Rushali. So I just, until I spoke to her, I wanted to believe that whatever he has told me that he's in love or something, it's just for the sake of camera. And the way he was with me, holding hands and sharing that close bond and the close touch, I felt that there's no one in his life. And the problem was, he literally gave that statement कि शुभी की जगह कोई और भी होता तो मैं ऐसे ही रहता. And I was like, is that you as a guy would you just go holding hands to a girl in the name of friendship? And would you show those will you share that close moments with a girl in the name of friendship? That is what it hurt and hit me. That these people are not even accepting what has happened. How do I move past it if there's no acceptance?
Did you think at any point they'll win? Or was Akriti and Jashwant in your mind कि यही जीतेंगे?
In my mind, Akriti and Jash were there.
Why?
Like, I used to think that they are going to win it because Jash was absolutely an incredible performer. He used to perform really good. Jashwant and Aniket, these two, I had thought that either Aniket and Dakila can make it till the finals or Jash and Akriti because of course all of us know, we can't deny the fact that when you're in a reality show, you have to speak a lot and you have to give content to the show. So Akriti was the one who was giving a lot of content to the show. And Jash was the one who was an incredible performer. So both of them sticking together made a couple which would go to the finale in my POV. And even Aniket Dakila for that matter. Just that Aniket never used to speak a lot. Otherwise, even they were the competitors, I felt.
What do you thought about Kashish ka decision of taking those 10 lakhs?
See, I'll be honest, Digvijay is my good friend. Kashish is also my good friend. Both of them are my good friends.
So the question is
And-
right.
Huh?
You're the right person to ask this.
Yeah, you have no idea what all I've been getting trolled about. I've been called as Dogla and everything just because I chose to be with Kashish in her lowest time. Because that's what a friend should do and that's what I did as a friend. But talking about the decision, I'll always say it wasn't right in my POV. I would have never done that. Because Digvijay also had put a lot of efforts to reach till the finale. And we all know the show is very toxic. But if I look at what Kashish had to say, no one ever stood up for her in the show. So she literally chose something that made her stand for herself in the show.
But
and
even
she had
Digvijay was not going to stand for her because I believe there was a prank played by Lakshya just one night
I was
before.
there. I was a part of that prank.
Yeah.
We randomly did that prank.
He's going to choose, he's
Unnati.
supposed to choose between Unnati and
Kashish. Yeah,
and
he chose
he said that
Unnati.
I'll choose Unnati.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
yeah,
would
he
have
said
done if that prank was not a prank, he would have chosen Unnati. That would have left Kashish in the dumps.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So that is why when Kashish made her decision, she is very clear about her statements that she made those decisions because of the way things were around her. But that also cannot justify choosing money over. Yeah, I mean,
I get what
I would
you're
have
saying.
said a contestant's dream, but I think people have already gotten very much affected because of whatever has happened in the finale. And now I want people to understand that both of them had their own reasons. So giving hate to someone, and because I've been the first person to have experienced how Kashish was going through everything. I stayed with her for 2 days when this was going on because I saw it coming. I was like, the hate she's going to receive is going to be massive. And it's not easy for a 23-year-old to deal with hate coming from lakhs of people, the threats and everything, because
The kind of language that has been used.
the kind of language, and I didn't know it's gonna go so intense, but she kept showing me the messages and she was breaking down almost every hour, and I just could not take it because people were telling me, literally people were like, she called for it, she deserves it. But I don't think we are someone to decide what a person deserves or no, because she has already made a choice and people are going to judge her throughout her life for it. That is enough of a sentence to be said. We are no one to make someone's
Well,
life worse
judgment
with
is
it.
okay, but you know what bothers me? Side way, on one hand, this nation has been shedding justified tears over something that happened in Calcutta. The unfortunate
Yeah.
incident with the doctor,
Yeah.
the horrifying incident
The
with the
rape
doctor.
case, of course.
And of course, not the same people, but here comes a bunch of people parallel to that. Either Calcutta ki news chal rahi hai, either Kashish ki news chal rahi hai. On the internet. Of course, Kashish is not on TV. I mean, you are again, calling names to girls.
And you're literally
So-
telling them
How does it work?
that I've read messages saying you should be raped, you should be murdered, and threats to her father. And I just feel that hate is a different thing altogether. But threats, the word threats is a lot. Like, imagine how would a person step out after that? I'll be like, I've received so many threats from people. What if someone literally comes and the acid attack thing that was a threat to me turns real? In my head, all of us being girls, we already think a lot before doing things because we know how the world looks at us. No matter how bold we can show we are, but somewhere deep down, I think every girl is worried about something or the other when she steps out. If there's a guy gang surrounding her, and then giving threats and everything for the sake of a reality show, I understand their rage. I understand where they're coming from. I totally get it because even when I had entered, people had given hate to Rushali. But I could not have controlled the hate. It wasn't in my hands. But I kept telling people in my broadcast, on my story, that don't give hate to anyone on my name. Don't give threats, because even she was getting threats. Only good thing was she had Harsh with her to take care of her. Kashish had no one. And that is when I was there with her. And because of that, people started questioning my friendship with Digvijay and the entire group. Because I still hang out a lot with these people. And people were like, if you're their friend, how can you be there for someone else? They don't understand that at anyone's worst, we have to be there as humans. That is your first job as a human. That is the basic you can do for a person, because when you know that this group doesn't need me, but you know this girl needs me. That's all I did. And
Digvijay is your close friend.
Yeah.
Is he dating Unnati?
They are not dating, but they are into, I can call it a situationship, but they are seeing each other. They have not tagged it as a relationship, but I've closely seen them together, and there is something going on for sure. I'm not sure how much they're looking forward to pursue it, but they share a very cute and real bond for sure.
Have you become wary of men after the Harsh incident?
Yeah, I'll be honest about it. I don't care if people say that this is another Semperi stunt or whatever people have to say, but only I know what I've faced. And even believing Harsh, I'll never say that I totally believed him. When he said things, he said like 20 statements to me that I'm gonna be there and wait for me and everything, that I'm promising this, I just need your love, and all of those statements.
वो सारे
Somewhere I had given it a benefit of doubt. I had not totally believed it. But then when that guy did not even accept what all he had said on national TV, I was like, can I ever trust a guy giving those statements to me? And then in my head, how can it not come that what if this guy just turns out to be another Harsh and just says that all of this I had never meant it.
You're going to be careful.
Definitely. Because he told me, Harsh has told me that I did not mean it. Ye aise hi tha. I was just doing it. I was like, is that the way? You don't even know, at least if you are even talking to me for the sake of a game, or for this thought that what if she comes in Splitsvilla, she can be my connection, so let me just flirt with her. Why can't you be real about it? Why can't you tell the other person that don't attach emotions? That is what this generation doesn't understand. They think flirting on a fake level is okay, and I feel that is where we are lagging in terms of considering emotions. Like, that is why people have stopped believing in love. People have stopped believing in friendship. There's a reason behind it. And things like this, it just adds on to it.
People have stopped believing in marriage also.
In marriage, imagine people have. People are not believing in humanity anymore. And that is why I speak.
That's a very big statement. And it's quite true.
It is. That is why whenever I speak about something, because that's what my parents have taught me, to be ethically correct whenever I speak or I make decisions. And that is why when I speak, sometimes people say that it's like she's giving a pravachan. But I'm like, I have to be morally and ethically right. And I want everyone to learn from it. And I don't care even if I gain that minimal amount of followers, but I want my followers to like me for the person I am and to understand me and then follow it.
Thank you, Shubhi. I wish you the best. I wish you get a lot of modeling assignments, and we soon see you on OTT, and we soon see you on the big screen in Bollywood movies.
Thank you so much for having me.